was a good effort, actually, 3 starts ago here, and has been running 6th in some pretty handy maiden races up around Addington and quick mile rates, 158 and 159 the last 2, so I'm sure will be better suited in a race like this tonight. Shards Halo again has a tough draw to work with though, but is a good first 4 chance. The 11 Better Deliver. Now he had a bad day in Invercargill the other day. Sulky went over the fence and front shoes had to be removed, so it was a pretty bad day at the office for the 11. Dexter picks up the drive again tonight. Tony Barron, the trainer. You must always respect Tony. Well, he lines his horses up here, and we'll give this horse another chance. And yes, I have put in Better Go Hurry, but won the second row is a bit of a worry as far as I can see. But yeah, should be a chance anyway. 12 to go around in the last. Royal Jester would be next best from the Grant Payne stable. And good to see the Paynes down here. They don't often bring horses, but they've brought down 1 each here tonight. This is the last of 6. It's been a good night of racing. And just a note, Jeff Knight, welcome to the coverage tonight. Jeff, watching on at home. First time him and Jude haven't lined a horse up here for 8 years. First time they missed a meeting, so that's pretty notable. And hence we're a few horses short, and that's probably why. So Jeff and Jude, hopefully you're back at the next meeting. We need you. Moving up. Last on the card, Sporto Targo Mobile Pace to wrap the 6th race card tonight. My Sister's a Star for Lindsay Bolton. Big boy down in 1. Ready, they're off. And Pace in and had Gate Speed, My Sister's a Star. Gate Speed outside it though from Miss Stella, charging forward First Son, and look at Clifton Force from the outside, booming across, and is looking for the lead here, driving up inside it though Miss Stella, and also My Sister's a Star to hold an early trailing spot. First Son settles down 4th from Better Go Hurry down on the inside. Out of it deeper on the track then is Better Deliver. Caught very wide early on is Royal Jester. Back over on the inside, Shards Halo. And also getting through on its inside is Ross Trevor Victory. Back over on its inside then is the first starter. Finger in the till back to 4th last from It's Ivy Hillis. Getting back now to 2nd last is Royal Jester. And down on the inside of runners at the tail, Super Freak. Lead time 43.8 as they work down towards the end of the match straight. Miss Stella was labelled urgent and leads the way by a neck in advance of up on its outside Clifton Force. Down on the inside 3rd is My Sister's a Star. 1-1 First Son. Back over on the inside 3 back against the markers is Better Go Hurry. Outside of that then is Better Deliver. 3 back and 1 off is followed through by Ross Trevor Victory. Deep on the inside is Shards Halo. Followed through as the end of a straight by Finger in the Till. 1,200 metres left to pace. Outside of Finger in the Till is It's Ivy Hillis, Super Freak, and Royal Jester is last. Down the straight they come, opening quarter of the last mile, 31 seconds. Miss Stella, but he is Dexter whipping out of 3 back and 1 off to go round. And he took the lead rather easily, didn't he? Onto the lead now rolls Better Deliver past the winning post of 900 metres left to run. Leads by 2 lengths over Miss Stella. 3 back the inside now is My Sister's a Star. Clifton Force is parked out but tapped along. Ross Trevor Victory is 3 wide on those at the 800 mark. Second quarter 31.3. And the centre of horses is First Son. Probably in the wrong spot now as Clifton Force is giving it away. Better Go Hurry gets off the inside. That shunts out It's Ivy Hillis 3 wide and she was roughing a gate for a stage. Shards Halo off the inside. Finger in the Till was back on the inside for Royal Jester deep off the track and Super Freak dropped away. 500 metres left to run. Better Deliver off the back. Leads by 2 on Ross Trevor Victory, who's dropped into trail. 3rd now is First Son. Running on around the outside is It's Ivy Hillis. Back straight quarter, 28.2. Up to the turn they come, Better Deliver. Ross Trevor Victory, First Son, It's Ivy Hillis. Better Go Hurry off the track. Getting back to the inside is My Sister's a Star. Better Deliver starting to take fairy-like footsteps. Running on First Son, Ross Trevor Victory. My Sister's a Star's driving it up the passing lane. Wider out, Better Go Hurry. My Sister's a Star. Lindsay Bolton, you'll get one. My Sister's a Star beats Better Go Hurry. Better Deliver made the race very interesting. A Royal Jester was a big run into 4th. Followed in by Finger in the Till. That's one that paced away too. Then Ross Trevor Victory, First Son, It's Ivy Hillis. Never looked a winning chance. Miss Stella, Shards Halo, Super Freak, and Clifton Force. He was out of it down the back. 30.6 the last caught up. 244.6 unofficially. They ran some. And My Sister's a Star. Lindsay Bolton, everyone's favourite truck driver, gets the win in the last. And I don't know when he's trained a winner, if he ever has before, but it's his first I can remember. And Robbie Close in the cart. Sister to a nice horse called My Dad's a Champ from memory. And it could win a few. So well done to Lindsay in the last. Wraps up the program here tonight. Mick, it's been an abbreviated program, but it's been a long day, given we've had 15 greyhound races and then 6 kids' carts as well. On my phone to put the feet up. They're killing me. You have a great rest of your night, and also have a great Cup week, eh?
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Lindsay Bolton, a guy who owns his own transport firm, has been transporting horses for a couple of decades, as best I can work it out, and very popular guy in the racing community. So well done to you, Lindsay. I can't remember him training a winner either, so this could well be his first. He might have had a couple of horses he's worked before, but this is the first time I've seen his name in the winners list with My Sister's a Star. So congratulations to him. Robbie Close cut the corners. That proved to be the winning of the race, home in 30.8. Confirming that for you shortly, shortened card there at Forbury Park, thanks to the boys and girls and the team there. Long day, as Jason said, with the pups as well. Talking about the dogs, back to race 9 at Wanganui. Favourite here is the 5. It's on screen, $3 on the options. It's $3.60 on the tote. Now, Daryl, you promised us you were going to redeem yourself. We'll get to you shortly for your winner at the next at Wanganui. So have about 30 seconds to think about that. Race 6 at Forbury Park, though, we see My Sister's a Star. Number 1, $25.70 and $4.60 beats 10. Better Go Hurry. That was a nice debut. $2.30 and 11 Better Deliver to 10. Quinela's $56.90. Trifecta $628.50, and the first 4 1, 10, 11 and 6 $2,615.70. 1,900 jackpots, but of course there's no next race at Forbury, so it goes into the swim there somewhere. It'll come back out on one of the jackpot nights. Double 4 into 1, $36. 4 into 10, the concession $5.30, and the treble 10, 4 and 1, $106.20. Quaddie 1, 10, 4, 1, $151.60, and the place 6 on the shortened program, $47.50. Okay, Daryl, you've gone for the 5 Allegro Chaser here, $3 on the options, $3.90 the tote, so plenty of chances to redeem yourself here. That's not a bad divvy.
Yes, of course, was the favourite the other day too, Michael, on Melbourne Cup Day, and got beaten by Cranky Pants, and was crossed by Cranky Pants and didn't really have, or couldn't really match the speed, but should bounce back. I think we can probably forget about that run, and hopefully the 5 here can bounce back, but I think Lisa O'Hearn has a strong hold in the race. If Allegro Chaser doesn't get it right, Cranky Pants can easily fly around the outside and get the win at a good price too, with the fixed odds $5.50. And if Cranky Pants is going to cut left, well, that may just give a bit of room to YOY out there in box 8. Box 8 possibly not great for her, but she's got a great record from box 8. She has won and picked up a win in 3 placings from 5 starts, so she is good enough and quick enough to get around the outside. If there's a bit of squeezing up going into that first corner, she could easily cross them at YOY. Talking about box stats, we'll take a look at the one Senorita Tina. Now, she's had a total of 13 starts from the inside, 2 traps for 10 wins and a placing. Box 1, 5 starts, 4 wins and a placing, a true box 1 specialist. And if Marcy Flip has got Senorita Tina anywhere near her best, she's a big chance in this. The bookmakers are keeping her very safe. She's well supported. She's second favourite. She's splitting Allegro Chaser and Cranky Pants on the tote here. So look out for Senorita Tina, outstanding box 1 record. All in Berlin also picked up a good win from box 8. She comes into box 2. And of course Allegro Boom there for Lisa O'Hearn, and Al's Girl. I'd say Lana Udy will be looking for the downgrade to class 4, but always capable, and plenty of wins left in her. First leg of the quaddie, good luck with your quaddie. All locked away for the 5-star kennels and run for the class 4 and 5s. Lure charges around for the first leg of the quaddie. Ready. And racing, Allegro Chaser got the start today, straight to the front now from Alsgill. Around the outside comes Cranky Pants, looking for the rail of Senorita Tina. Allegro Boom wider, a couple back here to Corborn Steve, splitting them now is YOY, and following it through is All in Berlin, but Allegro Chaser's turned up today and comes away to beat Senorita Tina. Then we go here to Allegro Boom, the inside to All in Berlin, not too far away there on crossing Corborn Steve. Then we go back here to Alsgill, drifted, we'll get the downgrade. Then we go back to Cranky Pants, couldn't get around the outside, and YOY couldn't come round with it, had to go between runners, and we'll finish in the last couple. Turns up tonight, Allegro Chaser. You couldn't really go dropping her after that run the other day. She's been too good. Straight to the front. Her kennel mates, Cranky Pants and YOY, finding trouble getting around the outside. And Allegro Chaser gets it. Senorita Tina keeps up her very good box one record. And Allegro Boom gets the next best run, runs into third ahead of the two. They've run 17.51. Very good time, 17.51, and that's sectional 6.86. The run home 10.65, 5, 1, 4 and 2. The numbers here, and won by a good margin at the end. Allegro Chaser 3 3/4 by 2 1/4 and a half. And Allegro Chaser today picks up win number 24 off 65, win number 21 on the track. And getting very close now to that $50,000 prize money mark for Lisa Ahern. Comes back ahead of the field there with the Alan Trass. The one, Senorita Tina, keeping up her outstanding box one record. Fresh up. And Allegro Boom, the best of the rest, will grab that to third placing there also for Lisa Ahern and Craig Rendell. On to race number 10, this one the first security, back over the 520 metres for the Class 5s, a good Class 5 field, a few coming up into the grade just recently, 3, 1, 2 and 7, I think the action will come off the inside, and this one here, time to go, Michael, at 8:43.
Thank you, Daryl, and well redeemed after you were hard on yourself for not tipping the winner of the previous. You labelled that one there, $3.80 on the tote, $3 the book. It's closed in because plenty of you took Daryl's advice here with Allegro Chaser. Heading back to Alexandra Park for the next on the card. It's a rarity here, a handicap race with a lot of mares dominating. Heart of Dixie, Charleston Bell, Democrat Party, God forbid, Ideal Bell, Ideal Flyby. Incredibly rare to see mares so dominant in a handicap race for the intermediate grade horses. As I return to you, Craig, Ideal Bell is clearly the class act here. She was not far behind Venus Serena as a 3-year-old about 18 months ago. Craig, is she forward enough to win?
She's forward enough, Michael. She's had a couple of workouts. The first of them we highlighted last night on Thursday Under the Lights with Mark Cooks, and it was a super trial. She beat Democrat Party and did it pretty nicely, and then she was back there last Saturday, went round with Besotted just in a 2-horse trial, and like they do in the 2-horse trials, they don't go overly quick, but it was just in the manner that she went to the line. I think she's come back better this time up than she did last time. As you say, Michael, she was good enough to run second in a Jules behind Venus Serena and 152, good enough to win the Oaks. When she's right, she's gone through patches in her career where I think Barry scratched her head where she's just hit a flat spot, but I like the way she's come back and I like the way she's paraded tonight. $1.65, very short for a horse that's off 20 metres, but she has won from a stand, and that's a big advantage. She's had 3 goes, so I think she can win tonight, Ideal Bell. $1.65, $1.80 on the tote. I think the $1.80 is probably where it should be, but she's a winning chance in race number 5 tonight. Of course, Barry's got a strong hand. He's got 3 in the race. He's got Heart of Dixie. I'd probably give more of a place chance than a winning chance. And Democrat Party on her, I think she's come back pretty well, but I just fancy her with a run under her belt tonight. I don't think she's as forward as, say, Ideal Bell. And saying that, she's got 20 metres on her stablemate, so I lined them up this way, Michael. I thought Ideal Bell with a safe beginning and a run into the race. I think she can win it. If they go ballistic off the front with a horse like Charleston Bell on the speed, I think she's the main danger. She's got race day fitness on her side. She's raced behind Besotted and God forbid last start, and she's racing really well. James Stormont likes to put his horses in the race, and from that front row draw with good manners, I think she's the one to beat. I think the best value in the race, and the forgotten horse is the Kobeck marker, and that's running number 9, Ideal Flyby. She's won 10 from 30. She's got good standing start manners. She began that quickly off 30 metres at Cambridge to be in front after 500 metres last time and absolutely bolted in. Now, that field didn't have the depth of this field, but she has beaten horses up to this calibre. I mean, she's been racing a Hoka Punter. She's been racing Risk. She shouldn't be at $22 for a win and $6 for a place, that horse on screen in the stable. They are flying. So 9 Ideal Flyby, great place bet at least at the $6. And Democrat Party makes my top 4. But as I said, I think she'll need an economical trip to win tonight. If she gets it, the mare by American Ideal will be right in it. 7 mares, 2 geldings in race number 5 tonight. The mares hold the key to race number 5. $3,000 on Ideal Bell at $1.65 coming through from Richard Wilson. Thank you for that, Richard. $3,000 on the favourite at $1.65. That horse on screen, Beyond the Silence. He's been hard to follow this time, and he's just had the 2 runs back. The first one behind Besotted, and the sprint home was really never suited. And then last start, he got back on the fence and really never got into it till the race was all over. He did run on, albeit 3 lengths from the winner. He usually is a good beginner, Beyond the Silence, and of course Lyndon Andrew Neil having a good time of it at the moment with Risk, who was good up until he got to Kaikoura and things didn't pan out there, but the stable are going well at the moment. Beyond the Silence, he's at big money, $20 for a win, $3 for a place. Race number 5, third leg of pick 6, 3,000 live after Emmanuel and Little Miss Zagzag took out the first 2 legs tonight. Aaron, why does it come to you? The Fonterra Dairy for Life handicap pace. 7 mares, 2 colts and geldings in this. Ideal Bell for me. I think she's a class act, and I think she can win fresh up.
Yeah, it should be a good race, this, shouldn't it? 8, 3, 7 and 4 for me. Ideal Bell, fresh up. The American Ideal mare. She's been going along nicely at the workouts. David Butcher, Barry Purdon. Just note she will be in the Barry Purdon colours here as opposed to the Auckland Trotting Club Syndicate colours. Unfortunately, the Syndicate colours have been left behind tonight. Charleston Bell, I thought, was game last time over the 2,700 metres and behind God Forbid. She's in the mix. God Forbid, yes, certainly has to be given another chance here too. Abernathy, and the other mare resuming from the Barry Purdon team, Democrat Party. She'll give a great sight here too. One of our leading fillies of last season, back on a new campaign, Zach Butcher to do the driving. 8, 3, 7 and 4 should be a good race though.
Yeah, this is going to be a cracking contest, Aaron. Many of these will head towards the mares races through the Christmas Carnival at Alexandra Park. Race number 6 tonight will be for the Trotters, featuring Cool Cobber, Al Bundy, of course the Jules winner Charlemagne, Regal Petite. She goes round off the 10 metre handicap. She's in foal to Muscle Hill. So the mare, good enough to win the Group 3 Breeder Stakes in race number 6 tonight. Regal Petite in foal to Muscle Hill. So she won't be long for the racetrack. Her future will be as a broodmare. Not far off start time for race number 5 tonight. 160 now, the favourite, $1.30. Second favourite, Democrat Party, out to $7, backable each way. Third favourite, Charleston Bell, at $7.10 and $1.50. Manners the key with these horses over the 2,700 metres. A good beginning. We've got 5 off the front, 1 off 10 and 3 off 20. That's your barrier draws for race number 5 tonight. Red lights on, just on start time for our feature pace tonight. Let's head upstairs to Aaron White for his call on the 5th.
Thanks, Craig, and to open the last of our quaddies tonight, and also another double, and 3002.86 live in pick 6. Front 10, 20 metre barriers in operation here. Heart of Dixie, Culinary Delight, Charleston Bell, Democrat Party, first home off the front. From 10 behind, Beyond the Silence. 20 back, God Forbid, Ideal Bell, and Ideal Flyby. Ideal Bell resuming at $1.70, $1.20. David Butcher doing the driving for Barry Purdon. Zach aboard Democrat Party. Horse number 490 and 210. 2 very nice mares resuming. Democrat Party, one of our top fillies of last season. Charleston Bell, number 3, to run the third favourite at $7.30 and $1.50. The runners face up to start a Frank Phelan, Fonterra Dairy for Life, handicap pace, and the barrier strands relieved. Democrat Party's galloped as two to Charleston Bell. Democrat Party quickly into her hopples, will settle down in fifth. Ideal Bell is safely on the journey as to the other two back markers. First home off to the early lead by two, Culinary Delight. Getting up on the outside beyond the silence as they sweep across the showground's turn first occasion. A couple of lengths away to Heart of Dixie. 3 or 4 back to Democrat Party. A similar margin away then to Ideal Bell. Followed God Forbid, Ideal Flyby. And Charleston Bell after her early skip is now back last as they swing into the lane. 2 1/4 laps under the ribbon of light to go in the Fonterra Dairy for Life pace, and around a lead beyond the silence for Lynn Neal. First home's got the trail, and 3 back Culinary Delight. There's 4 lengths away in the field then to Heart of Dixie, followed by its stablemate Democrat Party and the other stablemate Ideal Bell. So the Barry Purden runners run 4th, 5th and 6th there, followed by God Forbid. Ideal Flyby starts to slide up on the outside, and Charleston Bell onto her back for a ride home. As they head out to the 1800 metre mark and beyond the silence by a couple over First Home and Culinary Delight. Then Heart of Dixie away from the marker line now is Democrat Party. Back on the inside, God Forbid, Ideal Bell into the 1-1 for David Butcher. Ideal Flyby on the back of the hot favourite. And Charleston Bell, the last 1600 metres left to go. Fonterra Dairy for Life pace. Our feature race on the program tonight, 1:27 and 8 was the lead time, so comfortable for this grade. Beyond the silence by 2. Over First Home and Culinary Delight. 4th and Park is now Heart of Dixie, is getting around runners. Ideal Flyby, God Forbid, is tucked away 4 back on the marker line. Then Democrat Party, Charleston Bell slides forward on the back of Ideal Flyby. And now Ideal Bell and David Butcher are relegated back to last at 8 lengths off the lead as they swing into the lane with 1200 metres left to go. Beyond the silence, opening quarter, 32.8. Leads by a length over Charleston Bell. First Home trailing, 1-1 now to Ideal Flyby. Culinary Delight, 3 back on the inside. Heart of Dixie in the running line for Joshua Dickey with a circuit to go. God Forbid, Jay Abernathy on the inside. Then Democrat Party, Zach Butcher, Ideal Bell still back last, been patiently handled with 900 metres left to go on the stables corner, their final time. Beyond the silence over Charleston Bell. First Home's had a nice run. 1-1 Ideal Flyby. That's around Culinary Delight. Then Heart of Dixie around God Forbid. Democrat Party, Ideal Bell. 30 and 8 the second quarter. Beyond the silence through the back 3/4 Charleston Bell. First Home back on the inside. Then Ideal Flyby. Here's Democrat Party coming into the race now. Ideal Bell right on her back. Culinary Delight's bolting 3 back on the inside, but nowhere to go. There followed Heart of Dixie and God Forbid off the back they come. 400 to go. They're low flying now. Back straight quarter, 28.2. And it's beyond the silence. Charleston Bell, she's going a crack of the outside. Democrat Party, Ideal Bell. First Home couldn't hold the leaders back when the sprint went on. Then Ideal Flyby homeward bound. Charleston Bell and beyond the silence by a couple. Ideal Bell getting home down the outside. Culinary Delight deep on the passing lane. In front beyond the silence. Charleston Bell, Ideal Bell. Culinary Delight zooming on the passing lane for the Magic Man, and there's the win. Culinary Delight second over will be. Beyond the silence, it's Photos third. Heart of Dixie, Ideal Bell and Charleston Bell in a line. They were followed God Forbid and then First Home. Ideal Flyby, Democrat Party to be the last. 3:28. Home and 28.2. 56.4 was the last 800 metres. The Magic Man, Maurice McHenry, deep on the passing lane. Culinary Delight, hasn't she just continued to take the next step this last month or so? She's zoomed through to get the win. Beyond the silence second. Well, your guess is as good as mine for third. Maybe Ideal Bell, the favourite, might just squeak that over Heart of Dixie. Right with those was Charleston Bell. No doubts about it. Culinary Delight, that's win 5 at start 34. She gets a performance incentive bonus tonight too, the Lismara Mare. Great drive, the Magic Man for Robert Dunn. And in the Fonterra Dairy for Life handicap pay, she's too good.
Official placings, race 5, the Fonterra Dairy for Life, handicap pace. 268-317. 268-317. Horse 2, Culinary Delight, paced the 2,700 metres from a stand in 328.04. Mile rate of 2.4. Last 856.4, the 428.2. The margins, 3/4 of a length, a half neck, a nose. 268-317, race 5, Fonterra Dairy for Life, handicap pace.
Fanfare sounds out. Third victory tonight here under the ribbon of light at Alexandra Park for Culinary Delight. And that's her 5th victory at start 34, raced by breeders PJ Forrest, JW Forrest and RW Forrest. Robert Dunn trained at Woodend Beach. And the Magic Man, Maurice McKendry, the New Zealand Trotting Hall of Fame sponsored rangeman, will prove too strong in race 5. Adil Samani down there, part of the victory celebrations for Fonterra Dairy for Life. Peter May, race night steward of the Auckland Trotting Club, was also in attendance. Culinary Delight, nice win of our feature pace here tonight at Alexandra Park. 6, Beyond the Silence, Courage Under Fire, 6-year-old bay gelding out of Rachel Romance, raced by the estate of F.R. Bebbington, along with Mrs. L.M. and A.P. Neal. Andrew Lynn Neal trained at Cambridge. Lynn did the driving. And in for third, 8 Ideal Bell will just hold on. American Ideal, 5-year-old bay mare out of Blistering Bell for the Auckland Trotting Club 2012 Syndicate, Barry Purden and David Butcher. 2 Culinary Delight, $23.30 and $4, $23.30 and $4. 6 Beyond the Silence, $2.90, $2.90. And 8 Ideal Bell, $1.30, $1.30. Quinella returns $165.80, $165 and $80. Trifecta $1,849.80, $1,849.80. And the first 4 partially struck $5,626.50, $5,626.50, $2,644. Jackpotting through to the first 4 in race 6. Our feature square gating event is race 6 on the program tonight, and that will have 74.84 live units going through in pick 6, 74.84, and the feature trot time to go at 7 minutes to 9 o'clock.
After Midnight Sam shot through on the inside and led comfortably. Hell of a ways pacing now, but 50 metres off the bunch. After Midnight Sam, a clear leader going into the first turn. Dropping down to the peg, second is Lake Air. World Deviate stays third, one off the pegs, and next on the inside is Mulgrave. Around Mulgrave is Just New, which got off the pegs. It's fifth the outside. Tracking it was Glenfree College as they worked their way into the back straight. Back behind Glenfree College is On Fire Within, and they were followed by Live Lavish. In Hell of a Ways, about 25 metres away, the favourite after galloping at the start. They go past the 1600, the lead time in 46.8, and After Midnight Sam on top. The Alan Dunsmuir trained 7-year-old is a 5-metre leader on Royal Deviate without cover, and Lake Air gets the run of the race. It's tucked in behind them third. On the outside, fourth, Just New is going to make a move. It was 1-1, but it hooks out to get around Royal Deviate. 3 back along the inside is Mulgrave. Around it, Glenfree College. And they were followed by On Fire Within, Live Lavish, the pegs, and last and tacking on is Hell of a Way. 1,200 left to travel, and Just New made a move with Greg Sugars to go up and sit parked for the last 1,200. First quarter, 30.7 after a lead time of 46.8. After Midnight Sam in front. One of the bolters leads a couple of metres on Just New. Third is Lake Air. Will be awaiting on the Garrard sprint lane. It's had a good run behind the leader. Fourth, Royal Deviate, after being without cover the first lap, is now one out, one back. Then Mulgrave, 3 back on the pegs from Glenferrie College. 4 back the inside, Live Lavish, and then came On Fire Within, and hell of a way it caught the field, and it now peels out 3 wide, the favourite. 30.3 for the second quarter, and it's After Midnight Sam into the back straight with Zach Steenhouse 4 metres in front of Just New. Lake Air behind the leader, coming out 3 wide. Glenferrie College shoots up into 4th spot around Royal Deviate as they start to quicken off the back straight. Then Mulgrave, hell of a way, struggling now. On Fire Within and Live Lavish. After Midnight Sam giving a big sight. 400 left to travel, leads 2 metres to Glenferrie College. 28.2 for the third quarter. In third, Lake Air. Just New is under pressure. Glenferrie College started his run a long way from home, but he's put his head in front before the turn. From After Midnight Sam, Lake Air to the outside, but just battling at the moment. Glenferrie College in front of After Midnight Sam. Glenferrie College got clear. After Midnight Sam still battling on well, but it's Glenferrie College in front, 100 left to go from After Midnight Sam, and Glenferrie College is going to be too good. Glenferrie College first, After Midnight Sam battled on well second. Third in was Lake Air, fourth home Just New. Then came Live Lavish, back in behind those runners to in the second half of the field. Hell of a way who blew it at the start. On Fire Within, Mulgrave and Royal Deviate, who's back at the tail end of the field. The final quarter in 28.4 and the Aldebaran Park mile rate of 158.1. Number 10, Glenferrie College, well supported late on the tote. It's crunched into 390, but had a good run and was taken off at the 800 or 700, but it sustained the run, and it's been too good for After Midnight Sam. Nothing else really looked like challenging. Lake Air's battled on into third, and Just New likewise was losing ground on them, but has held fourth. 10, 1, 4, 8 are the numbers. 10, 1, 4 and 8. Fifth in was number 6. And it's Glenferrie College by McArdle out of Glenferrie Miss, raced by P. McColgan and A. Grieve.
Good young driver, Alex Ashwood. He's getting some decent drives. This one trained by Dean Braun, who of course has Cause and Terror in the New Zealand Cup on Tuesday, and owned by Amanda Grieve, the long-time strapper for Tony Hurley's stable for the Great Mare One Over Kenny. So well known in New Zealand, some of the connections there of Glenferrie College, and it's paid $3.90 and $1.70. Number 10 here, winning meeting code 22. Race 2 beats out 1 After Midnight Sam, $7.10, and 4 Lake Air at $1.60. Your favourite galloped at the start, which is less than ideal. The Cornellas paid $142.80. Trifecta 10-1-4, $560.50, and the first 4 10-1-4 and 8, $1,017.60. Jackpot of $875, bouncing to the third at Melton. Next up, it's back to Wanganui for the 10th on the card. Favourite here is Rolex Rue for Lisa Ahern. She's got 3 in the race, $3.50 on the fixed, $3.80 the tote, just inside Fabio. Number 2 at $3.80 and $3.90, $4 for Jojo. So 2, 3, 5 dominate the betting on the 10th on the card. Let's see if they still do after this short break.
How good was Gold Ace?
Gold Ace still in front. They go to war again. Terror to Love. Hans Christian might bomb them both. Gold Ace won it.
Gold Ace, Bettor's Delight's richest down under entire, standing at Neverly R Stud.
Hi, Miles Gaisley, Volkswagen dealer. Buy the new Golf 7 90 kilowatt DSG automatic and receive a free G-Spec upgrade of 18-inch alloys and privacy glass, valued at $3,000. Only at Gaisley Volkswagen, Gaisley.com.
Sir Lincoln, today, sire. Sir Lincoln, confirmation, pedigree, performance.
At the 150, Sir Lincoln to find them. And look at Pembroke Benny right down the outside. Sir Lincoln in front from Terror to Love. Sir Lincoln won the Trillion Trust Auckland Cup. Second over Terror to Love. Sir Lincoln, who is absolutely flying.
Sir Lincoln dominant. Sir Lincoln.
as well, so I'm sure plenty of people have got the kids up a bit late tonight watching the fireworks around, not just Auckland, of course, but the rest of the country. Interesting race coming up here. A couple of these dogs coming out of those New Zealand Cup heats back a week ago. So Rolex Roo took on Dinah Vickers in its heat, and Jojo took on Arctic Action. We've already seen a winner tonight come out of the Arctic Action heat. That was Lonesome Nitro, just 45 minutes or so ago. So, Darryl, the form line is there, suggesting the dogs who are good enough to go to Addington might be good enough to win in this grade. Admittedly, this is tougher. This is a C5. Do you stick with the local form of Fabio, or do we go for those who went to Addington and found the likes of Dinah Vickers or Arctic Action just that little bit too good?
It's all going to come down to the first 50 metres, I'd say, here for Shaw and Michael. It's probably going to come down to the Guy Fawkes. It's very close here to the track, and a lot of the dogs are sort of looking over there and hoping that everything's okay, so hopefully that's not affecting them too much. But off the inside, you have got the form there of Fabio coming off box 2, and Rolex Roo also returning along with Corborn Maddie. Corborn Maddie actually lined up in the Galaxy heats and coming back to the 520, so gets a chance here back onto hat-trick soil. Gets a chance here to push forward, and it could make it very interesting here from the inside draw. Good money too for Corborn Matty, around that $8 mark. Fabio's been in great form, picking up 2 wins in the last 4 starts. Good win here last time out back on the 26, and good enough to go on with it. Did beat Rolex Roo on that occasion. Of course, Rolex Roo picked up a good second here 2 starts ago in behind Fabio. So it's going to be interesting to see who can get that better run. And I'd say who can get the head start going into the back straight will make all the difference here. But all 3 on the inside, big chances. The interesting dog in the race is Sedgebrook Magic now. The 2 kite runners, Fred Kite's got Sedgebrook Magic and Susie Kite with Making Time. They've both been sprinting. And Sedgebrook Magic comes back up to the middle distance. He's only had the 5 goes over ground for a placing. But he's a lot stronger now. And Fred Kite just chancing his arm a little bit again here with Sedgebrook Magic now. He could set them up in front here. He could get a good lead on them. And he will need to lead. And I think Making Time will probably need to get very handy from that outside draw as well. If Fred or Susie Kite are going to come out and win this race with their respected chances. So it will be interesting. Jojo also here for James Black and Alicia Steele. Has won here at the hat-trick. Jojo also returning from Addington. No luck there in his heat, but forget that run. The form prior very good. And of course won here 2 starts ago and picked up a very good win and holding out to Boston Hearts. A huge run and will be a big improver on the track here. Tough box draw, but may get a bit of room to move in. And the 2 great campaigners here for Lisa Ahern too, Ritza Danny and Check the Mail. Check the Mail start 101 today. Maybe another century of starts for Check the Mail. We'll see what he can do from box 6. Ritza Danny, another one that's coming off some distance racing, 2 starts back, and also on the fresh side has not lined up for close to 6 weeks. And we'll see how well he goes here fresh up at Ritza Danny. Good field for the first security for the Class 5s. All locked away for this. And the favourite here is the 3 Just, Rolex Roo. Ready. And racing, best beginning here. Centre trackers, Ritza Danny along there with Check the Mail. And there goes Sedgebrook Magic turning on around the outside and trying to come round to us, Making Time. Getting a good run up in the centre now with Fabio back in the field. Here we go to Corborn. Maddie's got a bit of work to do. Getting past that is Jojo. Back in the field now. Rolex Roo's got plenty to do. Across the top they come. Sedgebrook Magic away by 2 or 3 on Check the Mail. Comes out after it. Just in behind we go here to Ritza Danny now. Also looking to run on is Fabio. They go for home. Sedgebrook Magic diving the inside though. Check the Mail. Check the Mail will get the win. Sedgebrook Magic has done a good job. He's fell in for 2nd. Great line up here for 3rd. Possibly Ritza Danny the inside and getting home. Jojo through the centre. Then on crossing here to back in the field to Rolex Roo, getting home at the business end. And also back towards the tail here we would have had Corborn Maddie. Making Time just didn't get all favours around that first corner. And we'll be back there in the last couple. Check the Mail start 101. Sedgebrook Magic was getting tight. Did a good job though to hold on for 2nd. And Ritza Danny, the other campaigner here, the old campaigner for Lisa Ahern, start 97, gets through for that third placing. So the three on the inside not showing up here, and it will come for Check the Mail. Gets the win here over the 6, so over the 7, so 6, 7, 4 and 5. They've run 30-24. And just awaiting those splits to go up, but Check the Mail for the Jackson Rendell combination. Lisa Ahern, 5-0. No, just missed that. The run home there was 11.67. And 2 1/4 by 3/4 a neck. We'll come back to those sectionals. 6, 7, 4, 5 confirming. And the sectionals will come up shortly. Good win, Check the Mail, start 101 by Cosmic Rumble. Ella wins some and grabs a great win. $52,000 in the kitty for the first 100 starts. And gets the next century of starts off to a good start. 5:03 and 18:57 the sectionals. Good race and a good win here for Check the Mail, who has been a great dog here for the Jackson Rendell combination. Race number 11 for the Class 3 and 4 is the Aon CPF. This one for the sprinters. 2 races to go, 2 sprints to go here, Michael. 9:13 for race number 11.
Thank you, Daryl. It's a roller coaster dog. Has a win, then a miss, win, then a miss. And, of course, tonight was a win. So up and down for Check the Mail there in the previous at Wanganui. Heading back to Wale for the feature trot of the night at Alexandra Park. And, big man, looks like it's going to get a bit colder out there. Let's hope the weather is normal Cup Day perfect on Tuesday. Just a question about Cool Cobber. If he goes well enough here, Craig, any chance he'll turn up in the Dominion Handicap next Friday night?
Yeah, I put that to David Butcher earlier in the evening, Michael, and their action will be on the back of how he goes tonight, whether they head towards the Dominion Handicap. I know the owners are very keen to go. The trainer, he's a little bit lukewarm on it, but I think if he performs well enough tonight, he'll improve enough in the rankings to get into the Dominion Handicap, and I think they'll make the trek south. So we'll know a lot more, and I will catch up with Derek Ball after Cool Cobber's run tonight. He starts off 30 metres. It's not going to be easy for him, Michael, because with a horse like Djokovic off the front, he can trot, 3:30? That means Cool Cobber's got to trot 3:26 off 30 metres tonight. Can he do it? Absolutely. He's got a personal best of 3:23. In saying that, that's some time ago. Of course, he was off the scene for quite some time. He did a suspensory last time in this horse. He's taken a bit of time to come back. He's been in work for a long time. He's just had the one race day start, and that was behind Prime Power last start, and made up good ground, and his post-to-post sectionals were outstanding. I just wonder whether Derek would have liked to have one more run into him, but they're at the races tonight. They're in a small field. The gaps will close. 220. Again, he was $1.85 this morning. I think that was far too short. He's not a horse that just turns up and wins, Cool Cobber, and when you look at his record, it suggests that. 9 from 39. And he has to work around a big field, and his manners have let him down in the past. 280 the tote, that's where I'd be shopping, against a 220 on the book now. He has drifted from that 185 quote. I put him in my top 3. I think this race will go one of 2 ways. Either they'll run very quick off the front, and a horse like Regal Petite will get a beautiful run, like she did last start, sit off the speed and get home very quickly, or Al Bundy or Cool Cobber will get handy enough and they'll get over the top of them. So for me, it's 7, 3 and 8 in race number 6. Best of rest, the Jules winner, Charlemagne. Wanganui Dogs, meeting 9, race number 10. Check the Mail, 11:32.60. Sedgebrook Magic, 390. Ritza Danny, 280. Quinella, 62.20. Trifecta, 854.90. Big First 4, 6745, just over $4,000. With 1,051 carried forward. The double 5 and 6, 23.60. Concession, 22.70. That first 4, $4,044. Brett Mangos and Idle Bones. We had him on trackside last Friday night. Hinted to me in the interview that he's winning the battle over this grey mare. Just a better run last week. Had to do a bit of work early, and she hit the front at the top of the straight. Just peaked on that run, but she did trot 3:28. So normally that would get you the money at Alexandra Park, but they ran along a bit last week, and She just came to the end of it about 100 metres out. I just wonder whether Mango would like to drive a little bit cold and get one run at them. She's been on the speed in the majority of her career with a horse like Djokovic in the race tonight. May well give her a chance to settle back and have one run at them. Everything depends on her beginning safely off the 20-metre handicap. So for me, it's 7 Al Bundy. He's a progressive type. 12 months' time, I could see him in a Dominion handicap. Trained by Peter and Vaughan Blanchard. Great strike rate, this horse. 19 starts, 6 wins. Of course, he was very good winning 2 starts ago, and he beat Charlemagne that night. Went 3:30. He'll have to go quicker tonight. Zach Butcher takes the drive. Of course, David's been driving, but he's obligated with Cool Cobber tonight. So Zach picks up the drive and Al Bundy, put him on top in front of 3 Regal Petite and Foal to Muscle Hill, this mare. On her day, she's very, very good. What she's got is high speed. She can't sustain it for a long time, but she's got a wicked sprint on her. If you can sit in one go with her and the gap's open, she'll rocket through the gap. And she did that last week behind Dead Cat Bounce and trotted 3:27 in doing it. So Regal Petite by Majestic Sun out of Petite's Pride. Outstanding breed, and she's going to be a very valuable broodmare. Morris McHenry takes the drive tonight. Best of the rest, Charlemagne off 30 metres for Full Butcher. Aaron's numbers in race number 6 tonight. The Kalinchi Gold handicap trotty 7, 8, 3 and 4. He's got Al Bundy on top. Aaron, it's a good field. Cool Cobber, he's 270 on the tote, 220 on the book. It's a big ask coming off 30 metres when they run off the front, but if he's back to that form that he's shown when he ran 4th in the Rowe Cup, he certainly can do it.
Yeah, you did right there from that 30-metre back mark. I'll go with me old friend Al Bundy. He was a nice winner 2 starts ago off the 2,700 metres off a 20-metre handicap that night with David in the sulky, beating home Charlemagne. It was an okay run a couple of weeks ago in behind Prime Power. Zach Butcher to do the driving. Cool Cobber will certainly have taken plenty of benefit from the fresh up run where he worked home strongly. David Butcher, Derek Ball, a horse of his quality, certainly wouldn't be out of the mix when it comes to a Dominion handicap. 3 Regal Petite. I thought her run last week was very good win in behind Dead Cat Bounce in that slick time. And Katie Hall, he's not the worst in this. He's a bit of overs for me if you're looking for something at a bit of value. Katie Hall, 3rd up this campaign. Scotty Phelan for Tim Vince, quite capable of taking this at 11.60 and 2.50. 7, 8, 3 and 4.
Yeah, I think my roughie would be Idle Bones there, and I just like the way she's progressing, and I think she's not far away from putting the big hoof in the till, and it might be tonight, 5 Idle Bones. Gee, she looked good going through the parade ring. Brett Mangos in the card again tonight, so good field this. They'll run along a bit off the front with Djokovic there. We haven't talked about Katie Hall. Here, Timmy Vince. Scotty Phelan takes the drive tonight. The son of Quite Easy, of course, Tim Owens, along with Cheryl Wigg, starts off the 20-metre handicap tonight, of course, formerly trained in the south by Murray Edmonds. Red lights on at the park for our feature trot tonight, race number 6. Not many live in pick 6 after Culinary Delight did the damage in race number 5 at 23-1. If you're one of those few that are live, good luck playing into leg number 4 tonight. Here's Aaron's call on the feature trot.
Yeah, thanks, Craig. 74.84 live in pick 6 with the Square Gators about to face up to starter Frank Phelan for the feature trot on the program tonight. Kalinchi Gold trot over the 2,700 metres. Back markers dominating the race betting wise. Cool Cobber 260, Al Bundy 340. Tapes fly. They're underway. Regal Petite canning from the 10-metre mark, and she's going back through the field. Djokovic makes a wonderful beginning over Makarewar Jake. There's 10 lengths away then to the mere Idle Bone. She's up to 3rd in the initial running, followed by Al Bundy. Back on the inside, Charlemagne of Katie Hall, then Regal Petite and Cool Cobber. He'll settle down last as they work the showgrounds turn. In front, Djokovic and Luckchin by 2.5, Makarewar Jake, 4 or 5 lengths away into Idle Bones, chopping the margin down to the leading pair. There's a half a dozen lengths away then to Al Bundy. 3 back to Charlemagne, then Regal Petite. Katie Hall goes back to get onto the back of Regal Petite to get the marker line run. And Cool Copper, the race favourite, is back last as they work through the lane. And they've got 2,050 to go in the Kalinchi Gold trot. And Djokovic, the son of Sundon, by 2. Makarewar Jake, then the grey mare Idle Bones in 3rd. Then came Al Bundy 4th as they still trot an Indian file. Charlemagne Charlemagne the next as they work the stables corner, then Regal Petite, Katie Hall, Scott Phelan second last and Cool Cobber, and David Butcher the last. Right, Mango's off with the mare now, Idle Bones around the outside looking for the lead off Djokovic. He'll get fired up. Can luck restrain Djokovic to take the trail here? We'll soon find out. The war's on through the back. Idle Bones, the ghostly mare, goes on to the lead now, and the lead time cut out in 1:28.2. Djokovic was restrained to trail. Macaroa Jake now third. Still in fourth is El Bundy. Charlemagne still fifth. Then came Regal Petite, 2 or 3 lengths away. Katie Hall looking to start to make a move from the rear. And on its back will be Cool Cobber as they sweep across the showgrounds turn again. 1,300 to go. Idle Bones and Mango by 2. Djokovic. Macaroa Jake 3 back on the inside for Todd McFarlane. El Bundy now away from the markers to sit parked. Charlemagne Philip Butcher 1-1. Then Regal Petite and Morris McHenry 4 back on the inside as El Bundy looks for the lead. 1,200 out. 33 and 4 the opening quarter and strides on to the lead. Katie Hall now in the 1-1. In the hands of Scott Phelan and Cool Cobber still last. So at the judge with a bell to go. With a lap to go. Kalinchi Gold Trot. And it's El Bundy leading by a length and a quarter. Right on its back is Idle Bones. Up on the outside, Charlemagne. Djokovic 3 back on the inside. Katie Hall 1-1. Then Cool Cobber on the back of Katie Hall. Macaroa Jake on the inside of the favourite. And Regal Petite's got the favourites back. 31 and 2 the second quarter into the back. El Bundy going along like a well-polished shoe salesman should be too, and he's a length in front. Over Charlemagne the outside and back on the inside. Idle Bones in the 1-1. Katie Hall. Djokovic 3 back on the inside. Cool Cobber stands El Bundy 6 lengths as they turn off the back straight. Further back in the field to Macaroa Jake, and then Regal Petite 400 to go. El Bundy back straight quarter posted in 30.2. Leads by 3/4 over Charlemagne. Idle Bones will wait the passing lane. Katie Hall's about to spring out of the 1-1. Comes now Cool Cobber, comes wider on him, and then Djokovic. Homeward bound El Bundy pinches a length and a half. Idle Bones and Charlemagne. Cool Cobber's thundering home down the outside. El Bundy 100 to go. Idle Bones, Cool Cobber with every stride will get close, but El Bundy, he's too strong tonight. El Bundy's back. El Bundy second over was Idle Bones. Cool Cobber third, then Regal Petite, Djokovic and Katie Hall. Macaroa Jake and Charlemagne. 3:32.2. We'll trim that up with the 30-metre back mark. 29 the final quarter. 59.2 was the last 800 metres. El Bundy, too good, gets his 7th victory tonight at start 20. He's just been mixing his form lately, but we know how talented the square gator is. Zach Butcher gets his 3rd on the program tonight. The ghostly grey Idle Bones will run second. Cool Cobber, good run third. And Regal Petite, good run for fourth too after her early skip in the Kalinchi Gold handicap trot. Good to see him back. Love and marriage again with El Bundy.
Official placings race 6, the Kalinchi Gold handicap trot. 758-324. 758-324. Horse 7, El Bundy, trotted the 2,700 metres from a stand and a handicap in a net time of 3:29.8. It's a mile rate of 25.1. Half and quarter to follow. The margins, 3/4 of a length, a half length, 2 1/4 lengths. 758-324. Race 6, the Kalinchi Gold handicap trot. The last 859.2, the 429.
Judge Graham McLennan calls El Bundy back at the head of the field, raced by AJ Cormack, TJ Cormack and BJ Cormack. Congratulations to you. Career win 7 at start 20 for your great success. 6-year-old bay gelding out of Kelly Bundy, trained at Pukekohe by Peter and Vaughan Blanchard. And Zach Butcher back into the victory circle for the 3rd time this evening. Nice drive too on L. Bundy, bred by D.V. McGill and T.A. Hansen. Jason Bow, along with Paul Barry, Auckland Trotting Club steward, down there, part of the victory celebrations. A nice win by L. Bundy over Idle Bones, number 5, Monkey Bones Grey 6-year-old mare out of Idle Fiore for the Sylvia Racing Syndicate. B.J. Howlett, Mrs. L.E. Howlett and J.R. Howlett. Brent Mangos, the trainer-driver out of Pukekohe, and Cool Cobber in for a third. Pegasus Spur, Cool Maiden, 8-year-old Bay Gelding, Casey Baines and Miss J.L. Calder, the owners. Derek Ball trained at Pukekohe and David Butcher. Al Bundy returns $3.40 into $1.40, $3.40 and $1.40. 5 Idle Bones, $1.80, $1.80 and 8 Cool Cobber, $1.50, $1.50. Quinella, $20.80, $20.80. Trifecta, $95, 95 even, and the first 4, $355.40, $355.40. 2 and 7 in the double, $100.20, $100.20. 2 and 5 concessions, $73.
Out of 360, Nathan's Drive, Nathan Jack, I'm intense. It's 7 out to 9, but this favourite's been well supported. 4 Smart Aces, the 2-horse, $4.50 out to $5.50. Moving up nicely, let's head to Demalecki.
Close to a start here. Late scratching through in the 5th event. Mac Rita, a late withdrawal. So an important scratching would have been one of the favourites. Taken out at 6.52 Vets Advice. Mac Rita scratched out of race 5. Set for the 3rd event. Favourite is Game We Play at 2.60. Ready at Melton. The green light goes on. They're racing. Back a bit at the start was Good Time Bobby, missed it about 10 metres, but away quickly as I'm Intense from gate 1 to lead out 4 Smart Aces. Plenty of gap for room for something to drop in behind, and Electric Ollie takes that option now. So the leader is I'm Intense, and in behind it was Electric Ollie going into the first turn. 4 Smart Aces left without cover. 8 metres away, Game We Play is the favourite, and it settles down 4th. Back behind it was La Premiere, about 10 metres to Good Time Bobby, Long Tan Bliss, and at the tail of the field is It's All About Tex. Into the straight, 1200 out. Lead time in 7.5, and the first quarter in 29.5. And the leader is I'm Intense. I'm Intense from 4 Smart Aces, who has to sit without cover, and getting a charm trip. 3rd on the pegs is Electric Ollie. On the outside, 4th is Game We Play. Then in 5th position, La Premiere. Good Time Bobby saves ground by getting up on the inside. Second last is Long Tan Bliss, and It's All About Tex at the tail of the field. They're turning out of the straight, approaching the 800 metres, and the leader is I'm Intense. I'm Intense just in front of 4 Smart Aces. They get away with a cheap quarter there, 31.3. 3rd on the inside is Electric Ollie, and 1 out, 1 back, Game We Play as 4 Smart Aces now starts to put the pressure to the leader, I'm Intense, along the back straight. So Game We Play's at a charm run 3rd the outside. Waiting on the Garrard sprint lane is Electric Ollie, and in 5th position is La Premiere. Back behind them, Good Time Bobby, and then Long Tan Bliss, and It's All About Tex. Caesar's out 3 wide from last. Off the back in 27.4 for the 3rd quarter. 4 Smart Aces has got his head just in front of I'm Intense. Now getting off the pegs, trying to get clear, Electric Ollie. Game We Play comes into it. La Premiere's wider. Game We Play surges up 3 wide to hit the lead now from La Premiere. Long Tan Bliss makes ground. La Premiere's coming out after the favourite, Game We Play. It's Game We Play. La Premiere trying to get it. Getting through late as Electric Ollie is finishing fast. Game We Play, Electric Ollie. Well, maybe the favourite hung on, Game We Play, but Electric Ollie's got almighty close. La Premiere's probably just died on its run the last little bit to hold 3rd. Then came Long Tan Bliss, not a bad run, followed by It's All About Tex. 4 Smart Aces folded up, so did I'm Intense, and Good Time Bobby at the rear. 28.8 final quarter. Mile rate for Aldebaran Park, 156.7. I think Game We Play, but another stride, and the other horse for sure wins it. But we'll have to wait here. It's very, very close. 3 is the winner. Game We Play's held on by Eyelash. Number 3, the winner, by Courage Under Fire out of Pink Fur Dice, is raced by C&K Bamford. Craig Turnbull, trainer, Chris Alpha, driver. Number 3. 2nd goes to 8, Electric Ollie, by Washington VC out of Relentless Lady, raced by Jay and Jay Shelley and S. Devlin. Bo Tyndale, the trainer, Lisa Miles, driver. And number 4, La Premiere, by Total Truth out of Zed Camilla. is raced by B. Walters, D. Walters, C. Lane and G. Spadaro. Andy Gaff, the trainer, Kate Gaff, driver.
Close, and it looked like the inside horse was going to get up, but nope, the puppet has got the best out of Game We Play. Chris Alford, who he thought would be at Addington this week to drive Messini, of course he has lost that drive after co-trainer Natalie Rasmussen's remarkable recovery from her broken arm, given a clearance yesterday by the doctors. She will drive Messini, and Puppet misses out on what would have been his second New Zealand Cup drive. Confirming that for you shortly, at Melton we have Wanganui Dogs, the penultimate coming up there. Very even betting contest. Blue I Am is the $4 favourite on the fixed, $4.10 on the tote. Still 7.5 minutes for this market to mature. Here's the Melton race, race 3, number 3, Game We Play by the little champ himself, Courage Under Fire. $2.40 and $1.20, still just keeps on producing winners. Former New Zealander Electric Ollie second at $1.80, and Le Premier had its chance in third, $3.10. The Cornella's $5.30, Trifecta $68.30, and the first four, 3, 8, 4 and 7, $611.80. We'll take a break, come back on the other side and look at one of the Group 1s for Cup Day at Addington on Tuesday.
He's watching, wins the Meadowlands Pace.
He's watching the world champion, the fastest horse ever.
This horse is definitely the fastest. You know, he could just absolutely fly.
Unbeaten US 2-year-old of the year, setting 5 track records and 2 world records.
In the Meadowlands Pace, I felt like he did have wings because he just floated all the way to the wire.
1:46 and 4, equaling the all-age world record.
He's watching, making his world debut as a sire at Alabar.
When New Zealand's leading studs and stables want scientifically formulated nutrition for their horses, they use Pala Mountain's range of equine supplements. Free phone 0800 848 276. Pala Mountains, providing premium equine nutrition.
Remember this?
It is still Terror to Love. He's going to do it. It is the greatest cup win of all time.
Breed yourself a Terror to Love. terrortolove.co.nz.
Lazarus outside that 3. Classy Brigade went to the top. Lazarus last shot at Classy Brigade. He's too good. Lazarus off the back of that speed. Oh, he jogged it at the end.
Shandale diving hard on the passing lane. Motown fights hard. Shandale's got his measure though. Shandale beats Motown.
Chase the Dreams ahead to the inside, coming through strongly. Chase the Dream went to the top from Cash and Flow, and then Bite the Bullet or G.I. Joe for the third, but Chase the Dream wins it.
It's a race for the great horses, has been for an awfully long time. So many of the superstars won this race, none bigger of course than Christian Cullen. Courage Under Fire won it as well. The Sires Stakes, so many go on to come back and win big Group 1s in the future. Lazarus is the favourite, and he's very warm considering he missed the Cup trials on Wednesday. Had a slight setback there. The stable are confident it is nothing serious. Barrier 2 on the second line's not bad. Follows out a horse who gets off the gate pretty quickly. Franco Cristiano can be a weirdo though, so look, you would say it's not the safest place in the world. I would be taking $1.70. I think it'll be $2 on the day unless the Purden Rasmussen team win 3 or 4 early, in which case the all-up bets could carry through onto him. Still, Chase the Dream was the dominant 2-year-old last season, and the voting for the 2-year-old of the year beat Lazarus in that voting. I thought Lazarus would have won it, to be honest, after winning the jewels, but no, Chase the Dream. Natalie back on him from 1 on the second line. He follows out a real flyer. Motown gets off the gate super quick, and I think he holds the early key to the race. The 1, the 2 and the 4 can really lead, and if they do, I can see some nice holes for Chase the Dream and Lazarus to punch into. So I'm not too concerned by those second line draws. I think after they've gone 400 metres, those Purden Rasmussen horses had the chance to push away. The big loser from the draw initially is Shandale. Good horse, good 2-year-old, looks better as a 3-year-old, has been nicely handled by Morris McKendry, but he'll get longer than $8.50. No doubts about that. outside of the second line. Morris has won from the outside of the second line before with Sir Lincoln in this race, but it's an awfully hard way to win when almost all the other favourites are well drawn, or at least drawn to be closer to the marker pegs. He's going to need to come from somewhere close to last, and I don't really see that being an easy task. So look, he can win, but I think $12 to $14 is his realistic price for Shandale. That's for me. Anyway, all of those odds on tab.co.nz, all of them are open, all 12, for the big day on Tuesday. We have a preview show at 7:30 on Monday night. Myself, Craig, of course, Greg will be in charge of that. Gareth Hall will be joining us. Kieran Manning's going to be joining us for an interview which Gareth is recording tonight. Dean Braun, also from Australia, will be interviewed there. Greg's going out to talk to all the Cup players, and Dean McKenzie from the club also on board. So huge preview show. 7:30, Trackside 1, Monday night. Okay, let's head to Wanganui for the 11th on the card. And Darryl, this is not easy. It's $4.20 the field on the fixed odds. The bookies have given up, but you're back in form. So what do you like in the 11th?
Yes, it is a tough one here too, Michael. I've gone for the 2 Brittany Star because I'm a bit of a fan of Brittany Star. She has done a good job coming through to this grade. She steps up tonight. She steps up to the Class 4 grade, but I think she's up to it and gets a nice draw. She's got a bit of speed, won nicely at Monaco. 2 starts back lined up here on Tuesday. Finished third, just got a little bit held up, but got going late. And it was beaten there by Corborn Midget. She'll line up in the last race as one of the favourites there from box 8, running out noms. So Brittany Star off the 2. I do like from the 8 here downgrading Tongariro, this one getting away from Class 5 and could be the key here. Box 8 won't be a problem for him. He'll scout round the outside and he's looking very well out there too for Jen Clark, and could easily scout round the outside. And the downgraded runner is the Rank Outsider, $16 final field and $10 and $3. You could probably do a lot worse, and a good chance here to bounce back for Clarkie and Jen. Off the inside, What's Up G. He took a fall last time out, What's Up G, last week, but everything okay with him. We've seen Lisa Ahern get the win with one of the old stages, Check the Mail. One of the experienced ones there, Start 101 and What's Up G. I still think he's got a win or 2 left in him. Gets the inside draw and enjoys box 1, outstanding box 1 record. And don't go riding him off. If he's okay after that fall, he will bounce back here, and a big chance off that inside draw. And number 7, Blue I Am, getting very close to that first New Zealand win here for Angela Turnwald. And Dave Scott, and out there in box 7, has been racing very well both here and at the Manawatu. And a chance here, good box 7 record, and another one at least should be in your top 3, and this one at $4.50, so good money for the 7. $4.40 and $1.20. Could go one better tonight and get that win. So for me, 2, 8, 1 and 7. Happy Wife for head box 1 on Monday, and just got a bit crowded going into that first corner, and pretty much a lost all chance. Can bounce back on this track. Probably a bit better here, Happy Wife, than the Horseshoe Circuit, so don't go dropping Happy Wife. $5, $6.40 and $2. You've got to keep the wife happy. Hanafi Ace coming off a Class 3 win as well, coming up in grade, but winning form is good form for Hanafi Ace. He normally does hold it. Really good there in the 5. Also recently coming back up to Class 4 company. And Blue and Curly also here for Lisa Ahern, and has been there or thereabouts, picking up 3/3 in the last 4 starts. So a good field, probably one of the most even of the night. We'll see how it pans out here in the Aon CPF for the Class 3 and 4s. Race 11, Wanganui, ready. And racing off the inside here. What's Up G jumped out well, but there he goes. Really good turning on. Is going to go straight to the front now. Blue and Curly getting around with Blue I Am. The inside here to What's Up G, getting past that Tongariro. A couple back to Brittany Star, and out the back now we've got Hanafi Ace, and also their Happy White. They go for home out wide. Really good. Really good. Just gets us okay there from Blue and Curly, charging up on the inside. Blue I Am wasn't too far away. Then we go back here to What's Up G, Tongariro, and towards the tail. Brittany Star didn't get into it. Hanafi Ace and Happy Wife. Really good. shows very good pick-up speed from the boxes straight to the front. And held his line pretty well until he got to the home corner and does the usual, gets out wide, but it didn't matter. He'll get the win. Close for second. The two blues fighting it out. Blue and Curly, the inside, will get it from Blue I Am. And number one here, What's Up G, will get into fourth place, so really good. Doesn't really go a bad race at Hat Trick, and very good speed from the boxes, 17.66. And that sectional 6.90 and 10.76 the run home, and has won by 3/4 of a length a neck by 2, and really good, picked up a good win at the Manawa 2 back on the 12th of last month, and today gets win number 14, win number 3 on the track, keeping up his good record here at Hat Trick for the Hart Turnbull Rendell combination. Angela the trainer, and picks up the win here, Michael, at a very good price around the $11 mark, and it takes out the 11th. Race 12 will wrap it all up here with the book your function at Hat Trick for the Class 3 sprinters, and time to go here, Michael, 9:43.
Good price, as you said, Darryl, considering the last run was behind Opawa Shackley. So, really good. Gets the second win in the last 3 starts. Confirming that for you shortly, Craig's bet of the night, or bet of the, was it bet of the night or bet of the week? Bet of the night it was. Coming up in the next on the card. $2.60 for Tassie's Devil. It's $2.40 on the tote, $2.60 on the option. The best version of Tassie's Devil over 2,700 metres will be too good for most of these. Craig, the question for you, do you think Tassie's Devil, who races better on the speed, do you think they might try and use the gate speed from out wide tonight?
Well, he can fly the gate, Michael, saying that it's a pretty quick front row. Look and listen from 2 and Eyebrow from 3, both get off the gate quite nicely as well. So, interesting to see what happens. I think All-Star Angus was my bet of the night, Michael, but I'm not going to tip out a $1.20 shot, and that's what he opened up this morning. So, had to search outside something, and I thought Tassie's Devil was around about that 280 mark, 270. I thought a horse that suits 2,700 metres has been racing very well, and even though he ran 6 last week, he actually ran the fastest last mile and the fastest last half, 158 home and 57 behind Killer Queen in a significantly stronger field. So I think majority of his form's over the longer trip, and I thought he could win race number 7 tonight. Michael, just quickly, caught up with Derek Ball. They're not going south with Cool Cobber. He said, listen, I'm just a month behind the 8 Ball. He really needs another run or two under him, and he hit the line nicely tonight. I tell you what they are looking at, though, possibly heading to Melbourne, targeting a race like the Great Southern Star. Thinks the horse would suit a trip away, and be very interesting to see what happens in the next 6 to 8 weeks. I believe that, Michael, is, if you're there, the Great Southern Star, is that around about the end of January or early part of February?
First week of March tends to be, Craig. They might look at going a week back this time, but yeah, of course they race 2 times over the mile on the same night. It's been won by New Zealanders the last couple of years, Vulcan and Stent, with Keystone Dell sandwiched in between them. And yeah, Cool Cobber could well go over there. There's 5 Group 1 races, Craig, in the space of 6 weeks. 5 Group 1s in the space of 6 weeks for those trotters who go across. Of course, Stent won all of those last year. So Cool Cobber could be heading to the big time. Indications are too, Craig, that Prime Power could head back there, and I think Master Lavros might go this year. And the obvious one is Stent. So, gee, Craig, we've got some talent in this trotters bunch when you consider Mon Bay won over to Moon. All those other horses. Habibti, of course, who's won a Group 1 at Melton as well. So it's an exciting time, Craig, for the open class trotters. The paces, though, of course, are the big one on Tuesday, and we're seeing the money start to come for Smolder, Craig. I said on the show the other day, I was really surprised it was $3.70 with the book. It's into $3.50. I expect him to get into maybe $3.20 by Tuesday morning, and I think Sky Major might get out from $3.20 to around about $3.80, Craig. Bit of guesswork there, but that's what I'm expecting to happen with the Cup market.
Yeah, I think you won't be far away with that, Michael. I think Smolder will start favourite on the day, and Sky Major, $3.20, a little bit short at the moment. I think you may get a little bit better on the tote as the day progresses. Let's get to the trainer of Tassie's Devil, Robbie Hughes. I caught up with him earlier in the night. He talks about the favourite. Thanks for your time, Robbie. Tassie's Devil, he must be a pleasure to train. He's one of those horses that just about gets a check every week.
Yeah, we sort of call him our little champion. He's sort of, I don't think he's ever gone a real bad race in his whole life, and yeah, he's like 1-4, and hopefully tonight he can go to 5 and put a bit more money in the bank.
I suppose it's a big advantage having a driver like Ben Butcher that, although he's a junior driver, he drives them week in, week out and gets back into a junior driver's race.
Yeah, no, it's good, and the distance too, 2700's right up our alley because he'll stay all day, and as you say, with Ben, he knows the horse very, very well, and he's driven all his wins and that, so we're sort of blessed there. And just the thing that might negate it a wee bit is the 8 draw. We had 2 start last night from 8, and you've got to have a fair bit of luck along the way, but over 2700, I'm sure Ben will find some luck somewhere along the line, so yeah.
He's got a great record, 2,700 metres, personal best of 3:20, which is very quick around Alexandra Park. Had a look at his sectionals last start, Robbie. Even though he ran midfield, he actually ran the best mile, the best half in the race. Did that surprise you?
Not really, because he's such a relaxed little horse when he's going along, and he'll just follow the speed all the time, which is really good. He's got good gate speed. He's really the perfect little racehorse, but at some stage he's going to find it his mark in New Zealand, so he'll probably end up in Australia, but at the moment we're having a lot of fun with him, so we'll just keep on coming up to Auckland and pick up a few bonuses along the way, and yeah, but as I say, he's probably Aussie bound in the long run.
Just quickly, winning chance tonight, are we thinking top 3 or are we thinking we put him on top?
Hopefully, you got me on a bit of a spot there, but yeah, I think he can win. I really do, because he's won 4 and some of those haven't. So he's had those penalty-free races and things like that. So yeah, and as I say, the 2700 is right up his alley. So no, we're expecting a pretty good run.
Mate, all the best tonight. I think he's a strong winning chance, and let's hope he gets the money.
Cheers, Craig. Yeah, thank you.
In work, but does a good job with the ones that he's got, and he's got the 8 runner here, Tassie's Devil. $2.10 now on the tote, $2.50 on the book. Clear favourite in race number 7. Put him on top to beat 3 Eyebrow, 2 Look and Listen, and made a spot for runner number 7, River Emperor, in my top 4. Aaron, what does it come to you for the junior drivers? Tassie's Devil, I know you've always liked him when he gets over that extreme distance of 2,700.
Yeah, that's why I've got him on top again tonight strongly as well. Quite surprised around the 280. I think that's a cracking bet on the tote at this stage as they move up in behind the mobile. 3 Eyebrow built nicely to its maiden victory. Megan Tees out of barrier 3. Look and Listen was good fresh up for a new trainer. Into the back they go. Hines Watties mobile pace, 2,700 metres, 15.98 live and pick 6. Bar Gates at the 2,700 metre dispatch. Starter Frank Phelan activates the green light, and they're off on the Hines Watties. And getting out strongly was Look and Listen. Nicole Vitusova trying to race it off the arm here as they head down to the showgrounds turn first occasion, and there's a war on top. 3 or 4 lengths away then to Eyebrow, followed by Elliot Daniel, then Celtic Warrior, Tassie's Devil, and River Emperor will settle last. So the battle continues on top here. Look and Listen is looking like it's going to finally manage to cross over Nicole Vitusova, and does so as they work off the showgrounds bend and into the lane with 2 1/4 to go. 3 lengths Eyebrow, a couple of lengths away in the field then to Elliot Daniel with its stablemate River Emperor coming forward on the outside. They're followed then by Celtic Warrior second last, and the race favourite Tassie's Devil last. So searching run for the lead by River Emperor down to the judge with 2 to go. Look and Listen will let it go, will it? No, Dylan's going to kick up again here with Look and Listen on the stables corner first occasion. So up on the outside River Emperor and Michael Blake Maurice to park. Nicole Vitusova, Fergus Schumacher trailing. Eyebrow Megan Tees in the 1-1. A length and a half Elliot Daniel, Trent Letherby. On its back then as they run by the 1,800 metre mark is Celtic Warrior Kyle Marshall. And Tassie's Devil, Ben Butcher, staying out of all the early fireworks, and that's what it was on Guy Fawkes in the first lap of the race. And through the back and Look and Listen down to the lead time. 1,600 metres left to go. Leads by a length and a half. Nicole Vitusova, 1:23.9 was the lead. Up on the outside then to River Emperor, third and parked, and getting up on the steel now to Eyebrow, 1-1. Elliot Daniel on the back of that. Celtic Warrior also starting to chew plenty of steel back. second last, and Tassie's Devil, he's on a nice rein back last of the 7. So they sweep across the showgrounds turn again. 1,250 to go, and Look and Listen leads from River Emperor. Now Celtic Warrior, he's let slide forward out 3 wide. Nicole Vitus over. She's in the trail with Eyebrow 1-1 opening quarter in 34.9, so that's why they all got up on the nickel. Dylan got away with a very cheap quarter there. Back in the field, Elliot Daniel and Tassie's Devil. So another new attacker for the lead here, and Look and Listen at the Judge Bell and 1 to go. Kicks up on the inside of Celtic Warrior. They spread eagle the field by 6 lengths over Nicole Vitus over, then River Emperor there, followed by Eyebrow. Tassie's Devil dives back to the inside, and Elliot Daniel now back to last as they head out to the 800 metre mark. Hines Wattie's Mobile Pace, second quarter 31. Look and Listen. Now Celtic Warriors drop down to get the trail as Eyebrow comes forward. Tassie's Devil's got onto the back of Eyebrow on the 1-1. Elliot Daniel caught 3 out. Nicole Vitus over back on the inside, and River Emperor back last. Through the back they go. Look and Listen. 5.50 left to run. They're about to work onto the showgrounds turn. Final time a length. Eyebrow the outside. Celtic Warrior, he'll wait the passing lane. Tassie's Devil only a length and a half off the lead, and then Elliot Daniel 400 to go. 29.7 the back straight quarter. Drifting away Nicole Vitus over, and River Emperor. Look and Listen with Eyebrow right there as they swing and come for home. Tassie's Devil about to get around the leading pair. Back to the inside, Celtic Warrior, then Elliot Daniel. Eyebrow goes to Look and Listen. Celtic Warrior, here's Tassie's Devil. Let's slide down the outside now. Eyebrow in front. Tassie's Devil comes strongly. Eyebrow, Tassie's Devil, Celtic Warrior, Eyebrow. Megan Tees gets the best out of Eyebrow, and it goes back to back. Tassie's Devil second, Celtic Warrior third, then Elliot Daniel, Look and Listen. They were followed by Nicole Vitus over, and River Emperor in 3.29, home in 29.3 and 59.1. Eyebrow, well, it took him 17 starts to pick up his first win. Start 18, he's made it 2. Megan T's getting the best out of him too. Tassie's Devil had the cold shot on him. Couldn't get past him in the home straight. Comes up about a neck short. Celtic Warrior for third, and Elliot Daniel, Trent Letherby will be the fourth over in the Hines Wattie's Mobile Pace.
Official placings race 7, the Hines Wattie's Mobile Pace. 385-421. 385-421. Horse 3, Eyebrow, paced the 2,700 metres in 328.99. A mile rate of 24.5. Last 859.1, 429.3. The margins ahead. 1.5 lengths, a half length. 385-421, race 7, the Hines Wattie's Mobile Pace.
Eyebrow back at the head of the field, raced by Bill and Paulette Screen, along with Miss J. Delaney, LG Kerr and Mrs. GB Bassett. Paulette Screen trained at Pukekohe, and Megan Tees doing the driving gets the prize, win 2 at start 18. Live or Die, 5-year-old Bay Gelding at Attacked Filly, bred by Brecken Bloodstock Limited. Eyebrow down there with Jacob Clayton from Hines Wattie's, part of the victory celebrations. Pat Gubb, steward of the Auckland Trotting Club, also in attendance. Nice win, Eyebrow. Nice drive too by Megan Tees. Tassie's Devil, Lismara, 6-year-old Bay Gelding at a Tass's Pocket for second, raced by the Watts, DJ PL and Mrs. HM. Robbie Hughes trained at Pukekura County, Ben Butcher. And 5 Celtic Warrior for third, the Mark III G.I. Jane, 6-year-old Bay Gelding. T.R. Vince, the owner, Tim Vince, trained at Waimalku. And Kyle Marshall. Eyebrow to return, $3.20 and $1.80, $3.20 and $1.80. 8 Tassie's Devil at $1.40, $1.40, no third dividend for Celtic Warrior. Quinella, $4.30, $4.30. Trifecta, $80 even, $80. First 4, $483.30. $483.30. 4.09. live in pick 6, 4.09. Leader trot, 2,200 metres to wrap up the action at 8 minutes to 10.
SJ 11 for Son of Sunoco. Both those horses have been in very good form. They're ready for a start. Race 4, the Sea Light Windows and Doors Trot, TM1 to TM3, green light on, and going for a gallop, Action Cosmos. Action Cosmos broke at the start, and getting away quickly to lead is Cold Sister. Well, Vic Chevelle just is going to sit in behind it going into the turn. So Cold Sister led. Majestic SJ has moved up outside, and Glenfrey Typhoon's 3 deep. Vic Chevelle about 8 metres away, 4th. Might lose the spot behind the leader. It does. So there you go. You wouldn't have thought that, would you? So going into the back straight, Cold Sister led. Now Glenfrey Typhoon's going to move up to challenge. And then in third position, Majestic SJ. Glenfrey Typhoon's challenging. Cold Sister's going to take the cover. And they single out into the back straight. The favourite went to the lead. Glenfrey Typhoon in front. Second is Cold Sister. Back in third is Majestic SJ. 8 metres away, Vic Chevelle 4th. Another 10 metres to Son of Sunoco. And Action Cosmos lost his chance at the start. The lead time in 45.9, so they're going at a reasonable tempo. Glenfrey Typhoon is the leader. It's the $1.50 favourite, and it's about 5 metres in front of Cold Sister. Third, Majestic SJ. Fourth is Vic Chevelle. Back behind it, Son of Sunoco, and about 25 metres away, Action Cosmos. They trot their way around the top bend, heading towards the 1,200 metres, and Kate Gath steers the favourite through the first quarter of the last mile in a solid 31.5. Leading 5 metres in second position is Cold Sister. Third, Majestic SJ. Fourth is Vic Chevelle with just over a circuit to travel. Back behind it is Son of Sunoco, and at the tail of the field, as they make their way out of the straight, is Action Cosmos. Glenfrey Typhoon in front. It leads by a sulky's length. Now from fourth, Vic Chevelle's going to pull out off the pegs. Leader starting to get a really easy run mid-race. Cold Sister second. Third is Majestic SJ. Fourth is Vic Chevelle. Fifth is Son of Sunoco, and Action Cosmos did tack onto the field. They only went 32.4 for the quarter. Glenfrey Typhoon's had every chance once he went to the lead. Goes into the back straight, a length clear of Cold Sister. Vic Chevelle a bit closer third. Majestic SJ fourth. And then Son of Sunoco, and last on the inside is Action Cosmos. 500 metres to travel, and it's in the hands of Kate Gath and the favourite Glenfrey Typhoon. Typhoon has had no excuses by the way the race has been run. Vic Chevelle's moved to second now outside of Cold Sister as they start to quicken. Off the back in 29.8. Glenfrey Typhoon 6 metres clear. Vic Chevelle outside Cold Sister. But Glenfrey Typhoon around the final bend is nicely clear. Is probably 7 or 8 metres in front now of Vic Chevelle, Cold Sister. Son of Sunoco to the outside, but Glenfrey Typhoon's cruising along. 10 metres in front. Vic Chevelle, Son of Sunoco, Cold Sister battling up the minors, but an easy win, Glenfrey Typhoon. Son of Sunoco got into second. Cold Sister kicked back for third. Vic Chevelle fourth. Then Majestic SJ and Action Cosmos. The final quarter, 27.7, and the Aldebaran Park mile rate of 2 minutes, 0.3. Glenfrey Typhoon is the winner, number 4. 6-year-old by Majestic Sun out of Cyclone Vance, raced by G. Galace, C. Cousins, N. Dunbar, M. Harrell and A. Redden, Andy Gath, the trainer, Kate Gath, the driver. Number 4 is first. Second goes to 5, Son of Sunoco by Sundon out of Sunoco, and raced by R and L Graham, Ross Graham, the trainer-driver, and Cold Sister by Like a Prayer out of Aspen Glow. It's raced by C. Aiken, David Aiken, trainer, Nathan Jack, driver. 4th to 1, Vic Chevelle, and 5th in 2, Majestic SJ. 4, 5, 3, 1 the numbers. 4, 5, 3 and 1. 8 metres by 1.5. 8 by 1.5. The time 2:47.5. Mile rate of 2 minutes, 0.3.
He's turning into a good horse. They bought him about 8 months ago, Glenfrey Typhoon. I think Craig Demler sold him to Andy Gath and Andy and Kate. And yeah, he's turning into a horse who's going to turn up in a Great Southern Star. I'm not sure he's going to be good enough to beat the New Zealand trotters, but the intermediate grade or free-for-all horses in Victoria aren't that good. So, yeah, outside Keystone Dell, of course, but the rest of them are just muddling sort of horses. Okay, heading to Wanganui for the next on the card. We have 7 minutes of betting time there. Corborn Midget is the favourite on the book. Harkin and Bale on the tote, and quite a big discrepancy there. $4.90 on the tote for Corborn Midget, $2.70 Harkin and Bale. It's $1.50 between them on the fixed odds. Lee Ra's also in here, has been pretty handy since they imported it from Australia. Let's get the result from Melton of the big trot for the night, Glenferrie Typhoon. Another one by Majestic Sun out of Cyclone Vance, the family that Todd McFarlane's had so much success with. $1.50, $1.21, like $1.10 chance. Beat Son of Sunoco, $2.70, no third dividend for Cold Sister. The Cornellas paid $5.10, Trifecta $34, and the first 4, 4, 5, 3 and 1, $84.90. Treble 10, 3, 4, $19.20. We'll take a break. Come back on the other side. Look forward to the biggest harness race in them all.
Sir Lincoln, today's sire. Sir Lincoln, confirmation, pedigree, performance.
Sir Lincoln won the Trillion Trust Auckland Cup, second over Terra to Love.
Sir Lincoln's first crop, have it all. Great attitude, lovely temperaments. Best weanling paraded at the PGG sale. The weanling colt sold for $35,000. Sir Lincoln, available from Lincoln Farms.
Hi, Miles Gaisley, Volkswagen dealer. Buy the new Golf 790 kilowatt DSG automatic and receive a free G-Spec upgrade of 18-inch alloys and privacy glass valued at $3,000. Only at Gaisley Volkswagen, gaisley.com.
Coming up on Dunstan Kiwi Bread over the next few weeks, we look back on some of our favourite stories for the 2015 season.
Join us every Monday for the next 3 weeks at 7 p.m. on TAB Trackside 1.
Smolder's gone to the lead. Here's number 6 for the All-Stars. It's the big one, and Smolder won the Flying Stakes. Sky Major though, down past the 100-metre mark. Takawa's coming again. It's Sky Major in front of Takawa. Sky Major, the ultimate commander. Arden Rooney leads. Massini's come from a mile back. Arden Rooney's in front. The anti to Massini comes. They hit it. Nothing in it.
The The big one goes at 5:15 on Tuesday night, and the favouritism, I've been saying it all week, and I could be wrong, but I think Smolder will start favourite. It's $3.50 with the option now. That's 810, $3.70 it started at. There was a $4,000 bet straight away. Sky Major's $3.20. I think he's too short. He is a massive winning chance, but $3.20 from the second line, not for me. Arden Rooney, $6.50, very good at Kaikoura, as was Massini. Massini probably needs luck. Of course, Natalie Rasmussen to drive now. And Ahoka Punter has Mr. 3,400 wins, Tony Herlihy. It's been 22 years since he last drove a New Zealand Cup winner. Now he's got a chance to train one as well. Franco Nelson at $41, hasn't raced since January the 9th. Huge money Lancewood Lizzie, good in the Cup trial she was. Brilliant strike will start from the outside of the front line if the emergencies come out. Tiger Tara hasn't been well treated in the draws, one on the second line still. The draws often mean nothing in the Cup. Cause and Terror, $81 for Dean, I won't talk to Trackside Brawn. And Sky Major at $3.20, the favourite. There was a slight concern with Mighty Flying Mac this week. It was notified to the Racing Integrity Unit and he'll have a vet check before the big one on Tuesday, but doesn't sound like it's overly serious. Heading back to Darryl for the last on the card, and Darryl outside box here. Corborn Midget is the fave at $3.
It's been a very good Form 2 here, Michael, picking up 3 wins in the last 4 starts, and of course getting that bonus run today. Picked up a Class 3 win on Tuesday, and looking to cash in here. Box 8 record, nothing wrong with the form from out wide, and a Corborn Midget here for Matt Roberts is just the favourite. $3 over the 4. Not a lot between them on the tote, and of course, Dad Craig Roberts with Harkin and Bow. Now Harkin and Bow in the same boat as Corborn Midget, running out Class 3 nominations, so looking to pick up that bonus win today. Harkin and Bow, I'm not too sure if it's had a trial on the track, but having its first race here at Hattrick Raceway tonight, so we'll see how he goes. He's been a very good performer so far in 25 starts, has gone some huge races on all 3 South Island tracks, and we'll see what he can do around Wanganui. And plenty of support too. You are getting a lot better. Final field there, $4.50 compared to $3.70 on the tote. Big Time Redfield off the inside. I give this a very big chance. They're coming up in grade, but G Racing World Start 22 gets to see box 1 for the first time. Gary Fredrickson along with Sandra, their team going along very well, and Big Time Redfoo gets his chance. He's been in great form. He's picked up 4 wins in the last 5 starts, and even though coming up in grade, has gone quick enough to hold the rail here and can be right in it. The 2 out there, another miss with the co-trainer Kelly Gommans. Now another miss, got it wrong last time, just didn't get the jump, but she's a lot better than that. She gets a chance here from box 2, had the squeeze draw there last time out, and a good chance here, another miss. She's been handling Class 3 very well, and it gets her chance here from box 2 tonight. And some good money about her too, $7 a final field. Corborn Sarah, she returns here to Hattrick. The last run there was at the Manawatu Raceway on Monday. If you're prepared to forget the run on the Horseshoe Circuit, the form here is good. And the start here last week was a solid performance. Got a bit held up from box 4, but hit the line well. And if it can get some sort of a clear run, she can get her way through the pack. She's a good chance in this too, Corborn Sarah. Corborn George has also had a couple of runs in Class 3 company, and the last start was his best there at the Manawatu. Runs both tracks very well, and it has been a good couple of weeks too for Stu Dickinson, and John McInerney gets a chance here with George off the 5 and big money for a dog that was placed second in this company earlier on in the week. Squeeze draw, but good money all the same if you are a Corborn George fan. Nick Century, Arnie Clark going for 2 for the night, picked up a win earlier on. And Nick Century also coming up in grade, and Leroy here for Alicia Steele and James Black. And they've already picked up a win tonight as well, and this one's been to Hattrick and has won here 2 starts ago back on the 9th of October. So plenty of form. Plenty to like about this field to wrap up a good night's racing here tonight for the Wanganui Greyhound Racing Club. few standout performers. We'll see how the last goes. Book your function at hat-trick for the Class 3 sprinters. Ready. And there they go, an out wide jumping Will Corborn Midget, but now getting to the leaders. Another miss, driving through on the inside, trying to get through now is Harkin and Bale coming out after it. Nicker Sentry. Then we go to Corborn Midget, the inside. Corborn Sarah getting back in the field. Big time Red Food, Corborn George, and down goes Leroy. They go for home, and in front another miss gets the win. Another miss, Harkin and Bale. Then we go to Corborn Midget, Corborn George. They break it back to the field to Corborn Sarah. And towards the tail here, Big Time Red Food didn't get the jump. Nicker Sentry and Leroy took a tumble, but all good there. He's okay. He's gone round to the lure and everything okay with him. Just lost his feet there on the corner. No doubt about the winner, another miss. Got the start wrong last time, but gets it right tonight. Big Time Red Food just didn't get the jump at all. And the two taking full advantage and comes away to get the win from Harkin and Bale. A good run first up on the track. And into third, the 8, Corborn Midget. Ahead of the 5, they've gone 17.55. And 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, 1 1/4. The sectional time 6.92. And the run home 10.63. Good run, another miss. Well done to Darcy Potama and Kelly Gobbins. They get the win here with another miss. Also Adam Jenkins, part owner, along with Darcy, and picking up win number 5. She's gone quite well in Class 3 company, and she gets the win here tonight from box 2. Kelly Gobbins will bring her back ahead of the field, ahead there of the 4, Harkin and Bale, and Corborn Midget into third. Harkin and Bale for Craig and Corborn Midget for Matt Roberts. That wraps up the last here, and a good night's racing too. Thanks for your company throughout the night, and hope you have enjoyed the racing. Back in action on Monday at Palmerston North. Mark Rosanowski back from his Melbourne duties. He will be there on Monday. I'll be in the studio with him, so looking forward to our racing from the Manawatu Raceway on Monday. Some good fields there. On behalf of the team here, Rebecca Sharp and the team on course, for bringing you the action here tonight. Have a good weekend, everyone. And to you, Michael, really looking forward to your coverage. You better get plenty of study in behind you, and looking forward to what should be a great week. Darryl Robinson saying a very good evening to you all.
Yeah, thanks for your help tonight, Darryl. Nice to have your greyhound expertise to tip us a winner or two along the way. And the divvy shortly for the last on the card there. Last also coming up at Alexandra Park. By the way, Lee Ra, who had a bit of a spin out there, landed on its head and skidded into the wall. It's fine. So getting the news on track that it's fine and still in one piece. So no dogs were harmed in the making of race 12 at Whanganui tonight. Heading back to Alexandra Park, and Craig, been a big night for Natalie and Mark here with the horses I've sent north. This one's the hottest favourite. Always a little bit funny about trotters fresh up at Alexandra Park, big man, but he does look to have panels on these.
Well, I think with a safe beginning, Michael, and I think he only has to step slowly to win this race, because on what he's been doing at the trials and prior to coming north at Methven, I thought his run was very, very good, but I wouldn't be taking $1.20 about a maiden trotter first time right-handed, Michael, and saying that it's very hard to get bet against him. Here's a trivia question for you, Michael, while you're there. Primus inter pares. What's the translation for that, buddy?
No, I must admit my Latin isn't overly good, Craig. I know a few little sayings, but most of them are ones I picked up off movies in the past. So if you can find out, if you can't whale, I've got a computer here. I can probably check it out, but yeah.
First among equals, Michael. First among equals, and the reason I know this, yes, Dwayne Ranger did an article in the Alexandra Park website about horses, and the translation was there. So I'm not proclaiming to be any expert on translation, but did read a bit about it, and I thought it was a good article. So there you go. You learn something every day in this game, Michael. But yeah, of course, trained by the McCaffrey and Painter team, and they had a winner last night with Chosen Path at Cambridge Raceway. All-Star Angus for the Purden team and the Rasmussen team. Zach Butcher, he's driven 2 of them tonight already for success. He went past me and he said, hey, this is supposed to be the best of them. And I said, well, don't let your hands down. Make it 3 out of 3. $1.17, $1.02. It's short enough, isn't it? But it's very hard to bet against him. He was a good 2-year-old. He raced against Highgate and Conan Bridge in the 2-year-old grade and put aside back at the trials, went a 56.5 at Ashburton. Ashburton's a very quick track, but for a maiden trotter, that's pretty well humming along. then went to Methven, got back in the field. He did hit the line nicely. I just don't think the grass was really his go at Methven. And I think back on the all-weather track today, barrier one's not the greatest of draws, but in saying that, there's only 5 across the front. The other 2 are off the unruly, so plenty of room. Should step away. If he does, I think he'll get the money. All-Star Angus, can't take him individually on a win bet, so how do you play it? I think the trifecta's in the first 4s. I do like number 2, Mr. Natural here. Had the one run here at the park, got left parked out last week, but he did parade very nicely, and I thought it wasn't the worst effort. He's at $12, $3. He does represent a nice place price at the $3, so number 2 goes in the mix. A mare that's got oodles of ability, Michael, is right down the bottom. Her name is Demoiselle. She's out of a very good race mare in Cordon Rouge, trained by Adrian Matthews. If she could just replicate the workout form to race day, and that's the secret with these trotters. It's easy enough when you go around in the daylight and there's only 3 or 4 in it. When you've got half a dozen or 7 or 8 runners in a bigger field under lights, it's a different kettle of fish. But she's got a stack of ability, runner number 7. She ran 3rd at the trials there last Saturday behind Eyes Are Smiling and wasn't that far away. Second in that trial was a scruff, so she got beaten by race day winners. If she caught it right on the right foot, she could upset them in their race number 8 tonight. And best of the rest, number 3, Clover Chance. So I marked them 1, 2, 7 and 3 in the last. Wanganui Dogs, 2, 4, 8 and 5. Another miss, 9, 22, 10, 150, 130. The Quinellas, 17.90. The Trifecta's 144.30. And the first 4, 2, 4, 8, 5, $1,705.20. Can tell you they're pick 6 tonight. The only ticket covered fully is All-Star Angus. The payout's just over $9,000. Every other runner is partially covered. $25,000 will be a payout if you get pick 6 tonight. And if you're live in the last quaddie here at the park tonight, of course we had a blowout in one of the legs with Culinary Delight doing the damage early on. And in the quaddie tonight, your will pays will be with runner number 1, $878. Second favourite in the quaddie, you're going to get a healthy return. It's with runner number 2, Mr. Natural, at $4,500 and getting out to $7,000 for runner number 5. Aaron Waters, I come to you for the last time here at the park on an 8-race program. Thank you for your help tonight. Maiden trots are never easy, but we've got a hot favourite here, a $1.20 favourite in All-Star Angus. He does look the one, but gee, it's a short price.
Certainly is. Zach Butcher gunning for 4 victories on the program tonight. It's fresh up run at Methven. I thought was very good over the 2,400 metres. Looks the logical, doesn't he? All-Star Angus for the All-Star team, looking to remain unbeaten with their 3 runners here tonight. Mr. Natural, he's well in the mix. He was a good third down at Rangiora 2 starts ago. His first run at Alexandra Park. A fair run in behind La Maitre D. 3 Clover Chance with good manners can certainly get some of this. His run in behind Rain de Jatan was okay. 2 starts ago in third, Brent Mangos, and 5 Primus and Taparis in the mix too. The Dr. Ronerail Gelding called his trial down there at Cambridge. He scored quite nicely in that. Scotty Phelan for the McCaffrey Painter team. 1, 2, 3 and 5.
Thanks, Aaron. Just quickly, nominations for the Auckland Cup and also for the big trot, the national trot on the 31st of December, close the 27th of November. So the noms close
forward. Set and ready for the leader trot to wrap up the action under the ribbon of light here at Alexandra Park, and they get underway. All-Star Angus, he came away trotting. He was a wee bit slow. He'll come through and get second in the early stages with the early wicket taking off here. Leads by 8 lengths at the judge with a circuit to make. All-Star Angus to second from Clover Chance, and then Mr. Natural. Primus into Pari's just been passed now by Dark Ops around the stables corner first occasion, and Demoiselle back last. So out to the 1,800 metres they go in the leader trot, and this leader, the early wickets, got away and leads by the best part of 8 lengths over All-Star Angus. Zach Butcher in second, trying to drag the field up to this leader. Galloping back in the field there was Dark Ops, and third is Clover Chance, then Mr. Natural on its back. 8 lengths away to Dark Ops, back down and trotting, lead time 48.3. Primus Inter Pares back second last, and Demoiselle the last. Turning off the back in the early wicket, making every post a winner here. Salish Abernathy sweeping across the showgrounds turn with 1400 left to go. Leads by 8 lengths over All Star Angus second. Then came Clover Chance in third. They're followed by Mr. Natural, 2 lengths away in the field to Dark Ops. They're followed then by Demoiselle second last, and 3 lengths away to the debutante, Primus Inter Pares last. A lap and a quarter left to go under the ribbon of light at Alexandra Park, and 33.6 the opening quarter of the leader trot. The early wickets had a big lead throughout, just like the Australians have over the Black Caps at this stage, and leads by 6 with a circuit to go. All Star Angus, then Clover Chance up over on the outside. Fourth and parked is Demoiselle. Back on the inside, Mr. Natural around the stables corner their final time, and then Dark Ops, and galloping through the home straight and losing its chance was Primus Inter Pares. Out they go with 800 left to go in the early wicket, second quarter in 32.1. So although it's had a big lead, it hasn't been cutting out very quick sectionals. That was a half in 65.7, the early wicket. All Star Angus now looks to bridge that gap. He's down to 3 lengths now. There followed Clover Chance. Then came Demoiselle on the outside of Mr. Natural and Dark Ops. 500 to go, the early wicket. Gobbled up now by All Star Angus, who runs onto the lead onto the showgrounds turn final time. Clover Chance is out and after this favourite. The back straight quarter in 31.1. Clover Chance went for a gallop there. Mr. Natural gets up to third. They're followed by Demoiselle and Dark Ops. All Star Angus looking for a sweep for the All Stars team tonight. So swings the corner by 2, Mr. Natural. 3 lengths then to Dark Ops and the early wicket, and Demoiselle, 120 to go. All Star Angus, the son of Angus Hall, and he's powering along. Zach Butcher's going to end up with 4 on the program tonight. Purdon Rasmussen with 3. Easy win. All Star Angus over Mr. Natural, Dark Ops. Demoiselle for 4th. They were followed by the early wicket. Then came Primus Inter Pares, and Clover Chance, when looking to issue a challenge, galloped across the top to be the last. 256.2. Last half 62.1. 30.9 was the final quarter. All Star Angus, too good. It's his first victory at start number 4. And well, the All Stars team sending out a warning tonight. 3 starters, 3 winners here at Alexandra Park after Cup Week next week. They'll be up here in force, that's for sure, heading into our Auckland Cup Carnival. And All Star Angus too strong. Zach Butcher ends the night with 4 winning drives. Second over was Mr. Natural. Then came Dark Ops, and in for 4th was Demoiselle in the leader.
Official placings, race 8, the leader trot. 126.745. 126.745. Horse 1, All Star Angus, trotted the 2200 metres from a stand in 256.18. A mile rate of 28.8. Last 862.1. The 430.9. The margins 4 lengths, 5.5 lengths, 10 lengths. 126.745. Race 8, the leader trot.
Judge Graham McLennan with the final call tonight, going the way of the favourite, All Star Angus. Angus Hall, 3-year-old bay gelding out of Pine Vale. Allison, Mark Purdon, along with D. Marfesi and S. McAnulty, the owners, when 1 at start 4. Mark Purdon, Natalie Rasmussen, All Stars get 3 on the program tonight. Zach Butcher, 4. Carolyn McIntyre down there, part of the victory celebrations from leader. Paul Lau, the Auckland Trotting Club steward, also in attendance. Breeders of the last, T.A. Forster and H.M. Littleton. Nice win, All-Star Angus, 2 Mr. Natural second, quite easy. Dreamweave, a 5-year-old brown gelding, raced by E.S. Inwood along with NF McFarlane and Mrs. L.M. McFarlane. Todd McFarlane, the trainer-driver out of Pukekohe. And 6, Dark Ops there for third. CR Commando Bay, 3-year-old filly out of Constar. A.L. Clark, the owner. Richard Brosnan, the trainer-driver out of Ardmore. 1 All-Star Angus, $1.20 into $1, $1.20 into $2 Mr. Natural, $2.90, $2.90, 6 Dark Ops, no third. Quinella, $2.80, $2.80. Trifecta, $44.40, $44.40. The first 4, $182.70, $182.70. 3 and 1 in the double, $7.80, $7.80. 3 and 2 concession, $8.90, $8.90. 732 the treble, $19.50, $19.50. The late quaddie 273 and 1, $878.70, $878.70. Play 6 tonight, $17.50, $17.50. And pick 6 has been struck by 2.62. Winning units, 6 Emmanuel, 4 Little Miss Zigzag, 2 Culinary Delight, 7 L Bundy, 3 I Brow, 1 All-Star Angus, 2.62. Winning units, $9,541.90, $9,541.90 the collect in pick 6. We trust you've enjoyed Bidvest race night here with the Auckland Trotting Club. Of course, next Friday night, the 13th of November, the first of the Christmas at the Races here to take us through every Friday night through to Christmas. Christmas at the Races, don't forget to book in. And you can do that by calling 630-5660. Head online to alexpark.co.nz to find out further details. Until next Friday night from the commentary box, Aaron White bidding you all a very good evening and a safe weekend.